Everyone, I don't know if you've joined me yet on the Purple Hayz page. Thank you for all your requests for the distance healing today. I've just been activating the grid. If you know what a crystal grid is, I'll show you in a minute. I think you can probably see some of the crystals on the table at the moment. Oh, hang on, I just got to tap that to let a viewer broadcast. Add. Oh, it won't do it, Laura. Their friends won't be able to watch this live video unless they're in your selected audience. Are you there, Laura? I tried to add you. It says connection failed for some reason. I'm sure I've got Wi-Fi on or I won't be live. Are you connected, guys? I hope you can hear me even if you're not connected. I'll try it one more time. I've never had to do that before. I think you should be added, but it just says your friends can't watch. Can anybody comment at all? I don't know if you can or not. It may pop up afterwards because I'm on the phone. I can't see it at the moment, but if you could write a comment at the bottom so I know you're there. You can see me and hear me. Hello, Terry. Terry's my partner in crime. Hi, Laura. Oh, cool. Right, this is the crystal, the main crystal. I do wear this one a lot. This is one of my main crystals I use. It's quite a big quartz. So I've used that to activate the grid. In the centre, as you see it, I have this lovely selenite in the middle, great big pillar. Selenite is great for angelic connections. Some people use quartz in the middle because that's quite a powerful crystal, which is this one. But I thought this time, because that's my special main crystal, I'm going to put that one in the middle. Around the edge, I've got triangular, pyramid-shaped crystals, chakra colours to enhance all the chakras of your body. And they've actually got Reiki symbols on them as well. So I think I'm going to get the phone a moment and I'll wait for a few other people to join me. And then I'll show you the grid. I'll have to lift the phone up and show you. So we've got some amethyst big points in there. I'm not going to lift them up and show you because I've activated the grid and it will destroy the energy that I've put there today. So I did this grid this morning. I've never done one before like this for distance healing, but I thought it would be incredibly enhanced because it's got the chakra crystals with the Reiki symbols on them as well, and also it's going to help it transport you in space and time. Sounds crazy, transport you in space and time to reach you. Distance healing is just as effective as doing it on the person in real life, apparently. I've had a few people ask for it in the past and I've given it to them and I've sent it in time and space without the crystals, without any pictures, pure intention, and they've messaged me back and said thank you so much for the healing that you've done. So I don't know if anybody has had distance healing before or Reiki before. Just comment if you have or if you haven't. So basically I want everybody just to relax. I don't know if you've done meditation before, but the best way to relax is obviously to take a deep breath in through your nose. So we can do that now if you want to. Deep breath in through your nose and hold it for about 5 seconds and then release through your mouth. So in through your nose, keep it held within your abdomen and release ever so slowly for 5 seconds through your mouth. I find if you do that a couple of times, it really helps to, get rid of that stress that you've got inside. So we'll try that again one more time. Breathe in through your nose, hold for 5 seconds, and release slowly through your mouth. And while you're doing that, you could also imagine roots sort of growing from your feet into the earth, wrapping around Mother Earth's core, and that helps us feel really grounded. If you can do that a few times for me before we send the healing, and if you've got some water at hand, if you haven't, could you go and grab a glass of water and just have a little bit of that, because that's really good for enhancing the healing. And I'm going to talk about that as well afterwards. It's important to drink plenty of water after this if you feel a little bit tired, a little bit tearful, because you can be a little bit emotional sometimes when healing's sent to you. Not always, it can also give you lots of energy, but if you've got lots of things to release, which is what this healing grid is going to be about today, releasing energies you don't want into the universe and making us feel well again and balanced. Okay, so there's going to be lots of things that you might shed over the next week or two after I've done this, so don't panic. All you have to do is get a glass of water and make sure you drink plenty of it, alright? So that helps to flush through any unwanted energies quicker than if you didn't drink the water, okay? So here I've got a list of names. I've pre-done this, so you may already start to feel some healing because I've done this about an hour ago, and the intention was obviously there by writing it on this paper. So as you can see, there are the Reiki symbols there. They are Chukare, which is the spiral one you can see there. That is the main power symbol which will activate the Reiki. To the, I don't know if it's the right or left, you can see Seiheki, which looks like a bit like a wave or a fish. Okay, that's the harmony symbol. And the one at the bottom, the Honshisei Shinen, which is 21 moves to draw and intentionally think of. If you can see that one there, the Japanese looking symbol at the bottom, Honshisei Shinen, that one is for sending the Reiki. That is the distance Reiki symbol. So that one will help activate it, and it will send it to you for the highest good. So on here I have send distance healing to the following people for the highest good. Okay, so we've drawn the symbols, we've activated them by writing what their intention is, and on the back, if you can see, I'm not going to quick flip because not everybody will want their name shown. So the intention is there. I have about, I'd say 25 to 30 people on this list, probably. I haven't counted them precisely, but they're all on there, my family and friends, and everybody that's requested for healing today. I'm going to read out some of the names because I'm sure you won't mind. So we've got Sandra Dowding. She's one of my good customers and friends. She's asked for healing to be sent to herself, baby James, and her husband Ross Dowding. Okay, so there'll be healing sent for you, my love. Angels, angelic angels are going to come forward as well as the Reiki. That's what I'm going to be asking for. We've got David Lossell, Amy Michelle Pointer, and I've also thrown in some healing from Mr. Jenkins, who asked me to do that for Amy Michelle Pointer. I have my mum, I'm going to mention her name, Sue Gilson, Robert Wheeler, Laura Maudsley, Mrs. Cathy, Marita Sherwood, Lydia Anderson, and we have Lydia Anderson's mum. We have Hayley Bryson, okay. I think I said Laura Maudsley, but I'm going to say it again because I can see her name on the screen. Then we have my three boys, Daniel Sevier, Leo Sevier, and Jack Gilson. I'm going to send some to my sisters, Becky Gilson and Amy Gilson. We have Warren Gray and Sarah Eilert, Marlene Turner. Okay, she wants to be sent a bit of physical healing as well because she had a little bit of an operation. So everybody's going to get general well-being healing anyway. Okay, so what I've put on here is to release unwanted energy, to give you physical well-being for the highest good, mental, spiritual balance and purification. Okay. So we're hoping to shed lots of things we don't want. Now what I've done is this grid is going to be activated for 14 days. Now the reason I say that is before I'd done this grid, I was feeling a little bit lost, wanted a little bit of guidance from my guides, my angels. So I've got these tiny cards I have. They're called silver, gold, angelic cards, and there's always a key card. But I didn't shuffle them, I just literally put my hands in the bag and pulled out a card. And interestingly, it said the key is the 14 days of the moon cycle and it can make things happen. Well, interestingly, I look out today, it's not quite the full moon, but it is almost. It's literally not far away, it's Wednesday, the full moon, Wednesday morning. So I take that as my guided message that after I've done this board, from the full moon on Wednesday, a lot of you are going to be shedding things you don't need. So I'm going to keep this board activated for 14 days. I'll just show you the card. And I'm not lying, I didn't pick it out the pack beforehand or anything like that, okay? So it literally says the key is 14 days of the moon cycle and it can make things happen. Okay, so we're looking at the 14th of January roughly, because the full moon will be the 30th. So you'll start to notice from this, from here on Wednesday, definitely, you're going to notice things change in your life. But you have to be open to receive this healing. So be prepared, to feel maybe a little bit tired tomorrow. You might feel really energised. I'd love to know what happens when I've sent this, because I've got such a mix of crystals here. It's going to be quite a powerful grid, I feel. And also, I had the second card. The key is violet for psychic and spiritual development. Well, you can't get much better than that being Purple Hayz, I thought. So we all know that violet and purple is actually the colour for healing. If anybody does Reiki, they might have learned about the Reiki Violet Flame, which I did briefly do within my course. And And also, bizarrely, I watched a video and it said that purple was the colour for all life, believe it or not. So I was quite shocked about that. So there is my my own selenite one that I'm going to hold, just to give me a bit of peace and solace. I've also got a new crystal ball which I've never used, not for psychic sort of work. I just want to show it to you. It's ever so tiny, but it's brilliant. I have looked into it once and it's quite odd what you can see, so I don't know whether to use that today or not, because we're here for the healing today. So I'm going to show you the grid in a minute. For those of you that don't know what Reiki is, some of you might know already, but those of you that don't know, it's... Hi Jane. Hi Jane, would you like me to send some healing to you, Jane? I know you haven't given me permission as such, but just say there if you do, and I'll mention your name too, my love. So basically Reiki is a transfer of energy, and it can go in time and space, but only if you're a Reiki master to level 2, at least level 2, where you can use the universal symbol, the Honchasation End symbol, which will send it all out to you guys. Okay Jane, we're going to send healing to Jane Mitchum as well. Mitchum, is that right? I'm not very good with pronunciation, but I've got you visualised in my mind's eye. All of you I'll be visualising in your mind's eye. Hey Nicola, how you doing? Would you like some healing as well? So yeah, so basically I'm a Reiki master, so it's sort of 2 levels up from level 2. So I've never done it before in this way live. I have sent it to people through texts and through emails and with intention. So it's just as effective sending it to you this way as if I was going to do it with my real hands. I've activated the grid with Reiki as well, because that also helps. And we're going to be releasing and letting go of energy that no longer serves us to complete our intentions so that we can heal into something new. And we're releasing and letting go during a full moon, which is a really good time to be releasing. So like I said, in the 14 days time, you should start to notice a change. Now I am going to do another video. I'll send you some healing as well, Nicola. Okay, Nicola Ostergaard. Is that right, Ostergaard? So my eyes are quite bad, but I'm not going to put any glasses on at the moment. Love you too, Jane. I love all of you for connecting with me today. It's been a really difficult time for everybody. And I have disappeared for a little while, I must admit, because I had a new job as a support worker, part-time, and I was feeling it was pulling me all ways and I needed to have a little bit of a break. So I'm back now with a vengeance. I've got a new up-to-date website, and I'm here today to give this free healing to you all, because I feel it's something I should do, that I've been compelled to do, to help you guys, because it's been a really tough time for everybody. And I just love sending out love to everybody and healing, and they say you get it back tenfold. So this is all free, there's no charge, and if this works today I will do them again. So I'm looking forward to your feedback. I'll do another video in 14 days time when this grid will be deactivated, and you can let me know how we've got on and we can all reconnect again. Any questions in the meantime, feel free to message me via my Purple Hayz website. There's a little button at the bottom, you can message me. So anyway, energy cannot be destroyed once I've sent this to you. In quantum physics, it will just combine into time and space, into the atoms, and you will receive it. So when I've done this, well, it's sending to you now. I'm going to put the photos and all the photos here that you sent me that I printed off today. So there we go. There's some of the people there. Okay. Anybody that hasn't sent me a photo, it doesn't matter. You will still get healing. Okay. So I've got Sarah Eilert there and her partner. I've got the whole family actually there, Sarah, as well, that you got in that picture. I've got baby James. Okay, he's had lots of healing from me last week, and he was well enough to come home out of hospital, which was great. Oh, I've got chills all down me. Anybody else feeling anything at the moment? Because I'm literally like, ooh, feeling the love and the energy. There we go, I've got Lydia on there. There we go. And there we go, David. So I've got quite a few pictures there, so I'm going to pop them under the main crystal grid in a minute. So I'm going to show you the crystal grid. Okay, so all you have to do is be willing to receive this energy for your mental, emotional, physical and spiritual well-being. Okay, so if you can just sit somewhere where you won't be disturbed and just have a few peaceful breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can even close your eyes if you want to. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. I'll turn it up if you can't. Okay, so And also, if you want to get any Reiki infused crystals sent to you, they're all free. You just pay for the postage and packaging. I just send out a crystal I think that's suited for you, what you need. And if you did do that, it would enhance this crystal grid as well and the healing that you've been given. Or alternatively, if you've got healing gemstones at home that you can use, just remember to cleanse them first. You can do that with the moonlight. Obviously this Wednesday you could put them out in the moonlight and that would cleanse them. I'd go with clear quartz if you can, or amethyst, something like that, that's going to give you some nice healing. Citrine's also a good cleansing stone too. Okay, so I've got everybody's names here. I think I've mentioned everybody. If there's anybody I've missed, please pop your name up now on the screen and I'm happy to mention your name. Right, I'm going to turn the phone around now so you can see the crystal grid. Just going to sip my water a minute. Get a bit thirsty. It's interesting how hot you get when you do this kind of work. I don't know if it's nerves or I don't think I'm that nervous really. Although I haven't done this before, not live, right. So there's the intentions of the Reiki. There's all the symbols. There's everybody's name. I'm now going to put that with the photos. Okay, I'm going to stand up a minute, and I don't know if you can see, because I'm probably in the light. I don't want to deactivate this grid too much, but here is the selenite and the crystals, and it's going to sit on the photos and on the names. I think I'm going to put that round the other way actually. The names down, the symbols up. So let me just turn the phone so you can see. We don't want it that way, do we? We'll have to turn it around a minute. Will it turn around? There we go. I'm doing it the wrong way now. Hang on. There we go. So there's my grid, okay? Don't know if you guys can see that. It's quite a grid. Okay, so it's all in tune with the flower of life symbol. Okay. Let me turn it that way. I want to sit down. I'm going to knock my own light off again. That happened the other day, except I didn't knock it. Something else knocked it. Stay. Right. There we go. So can you see that, guys? I might have to put the light up a bit. There. So there's the grid. And we're going to put the photos on top of that. Everybody's photo and that. Okay. Does look a little bit messy now, but there we go. So can you see the Reiki pyramids that are around? They're quite beautiful actually. They've all got the Reiki symbols on them. Okay, they're probably worth about £7 to £10 each, those, although I bought them in a set. Can you see that marvellous shine on that crystal quartz there, point? So basically all the energy from these quartz crystals, the pointed ones that is, so we've got one there, we've got a tiny one over here, not quite so big, but they'll be drawing energy out from the middle selenite, activating all the other stones, okay? And if you see around the edge, we have a line going all the way around the edge, like a circle of protection. So altogether we have 4 giant amethyst clusters. There's one here, one there, and I don't know if you can see the other 4. So that's the 4 giant amethyst clusters. Followed by, we've got some bloodstone in here. So we've got 4 green bloodstone. They're good for cleansing, okay, and clearing. We've got basically every single crystal for the chakras within this circle here. Okay, so that will be giving every chakra of yours healing. Chakras are our energy systems within our body, our vortex sort of energy coils, I call them, and they link our systems together. So if one of those is out of balance, we often find this can lead to disease. So for instance, my dad, who had throat cancer, he never liked to talk much and release how he felt to people. He always struggled with that. So I felt that was one of the reasons he struggled with that particular chakra, the throat chakra. So if any of you need any advice on which stones to use for particular chakras, okay. Now I obviously can't show you the crystal grid at the same time as me doing the Reiki symbols on top of the grid. So I'm going to actually use my hands in a moment just to activate the grid again on top with my intention, okay. So I'm going to put the phone back where it was. Right. I think you might be able to see me. All that light. The lights don't like me, do they? Right. We must have on purple. We don't like green. Oh, we do like green, but we have purple. Right, there we go. So I don't know if you've seen that, but that was my grid. It's quite big, it's got bigger actually. It started off quite small and then I grew the grid. Right. So now I'm going to simply just do the Reiki symbols and close my eyes and ask that all the people on the card with all the photos may be sent healing. I don't know if you can feel that, but I can. I'm getting an incredible tingle up my arms, all down my neck and back. If you just close your eyes, receive that healing I'm sending you right now. For the highest good. Now some people will say they can feel something, they might feel something, and some people will say they don't feel anything. You might feel a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of heat. You might feel a little bit of a smile. Okay. Hi Taylor. I wasn't going to do readings as such, but I might pull out a few oracle cards. But I will do readings another day. I was going to pick maybe a one card, oracle card or an angel card. Is that what you mean? I can do that. There. If any of you want to make a comment, whether you do feel this healing at the moment being sent to you. But the intention is there. And I think things are going to pick up a bit more come the full moon, which will be Wednesday. Okay? So remember to go with it. If you feel you want to cry, cry, because it's really good to release. If you feel you want to scream, you want to dance, whatever you feel you want to do after I've sent this healing, then you do it. Okay? But remember to drink lots of water to help cleanse the body and flush it through quickly. No problems, Taylor, at all. No problem. I was gonna do cards anyway. Do you want me to pick one for you in a minute? Just a one card I was going to do. Would you like an angel card or an oracle card? I mean, oracle cards are more... well, I suppose they give you the same message, but you don't get so much from them, I suppose. Right, let's see. I've got the oracle cards here in my hand. Give them a good knock. Give me an oracle card for Taylor. Taylor C. Spence. Right. I'm just going to pick one out, Taylor. Oh, you've got good news, it says. Are you expecting good news? There we go. You've got good news. You've got the angel there with the wings and it says good news. Something beautiful is going to manifest, Taylor. Okay? A feeling of elevation like you're on a cloud. Okay? So it's time to celebrate. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's a baby involved in this for some reason, or a child. I don't know. Or I just feel there is a child. Unless you're the child, I feel there's a childlike sense of happiness here. Okay? So you don't have to comment what that is, but good news is coming for you. So that's good to hear, because I like good cards. Wow. I can go a little bit more in depth with that if you like, and just see what the angel cards elaborate with on that. I'm still feeling all tingly here. I think this crystal grid is starting to activate. Excuse me, coughing. I've got a joss stick burning in here. That's nearly gone out now. Right. Let's see, Taylor. Daydream you've got on this one. It says you will hear more easily and receive your messages. So basically you've got to daydream a little bit more, Taylor. You've got to try and meditate a little bit more, have time for yourself to be at peace, so that you receive these messages. So that's what I mean by the childlike thing. I didn't know if it was a child or a childlike thing. So it's saying daydream, so I get it now. It's saying you need to daydream like you would when you're a child, when you're at the table, you know, and you're at school, and you're, you know, and you sort of lose focus and you're daydreaming, that sort of thing. So it's saying you've got to do more of that to receive more messages directly from the angels on what to do about things, okay? So you just need to notice any feelings or visions or any ideas as if you were watching a movie. Does that make sense? But it does say that good news is on the way, alright? So I don't necessarily mean you were going to have a baby, but I was getting a childlike sense there of something, so that makes sense now. The daydream and the childlike sense, so, and floating on a cloud. So that's what you're like when you're a kid, isn't it? And you're sort of daydreaming about stuff. So it's telling you not to be so hectic, basically, and to try and wind down a little bit sometimes and daydream and not get caught up in everything so that you get more messages. All right? Does that make sense? So yeah, sometimes I don't always know what the angels mean until I pull out more cards. And it can be a lot harder when you're not with the person, so that they can elaborate as well. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Taylor. If you need to know any more, I do offer more in-depth readings, you know, one-to-one on email, through my website, or something like that, okay? Because I don't like to say too much online as well, okay? All right. I'm not feeling anything bad for you there, not with that card. I've not had that card before on the Oracle ones for anyone. So let me put that one back in the packs just in case anybody else was to get that one, but it's very unlikely. I don't usually get the same cards pop up twice in one evening. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Anyone? Or anyone else would like a reading of a card? Did anyone see the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction that was going on the other day? I seen that. But I didn't actually see the star, but it was amazing. Now, I'm going to ask the angels to pull me one out. Bit of guidance for everyone, I think. From our crystal grid. Oh, Amy would like one. Amy Louise Greenwood. Okay. We'll go with the Oracle one first, like I did with Taylor. Okay, so we'll go Amy Louise, angels and guides, please can get me a card for Angel Louise. Right, and that one, there we go. Oh, a place beyond time. Yours is a bit similar actually, it's saying don't get caught up with everyday dramas of life, okay? You've got to close your eyes and focus on your breath and allow it to take you in a peaceful place. So you need to meditate more, or try and meditate more if you can. I know it's hard to do, but what I tell everyone, they think it's boring and they don't think it's going to help them, people that have never done it before. But honestly, trust me, if you go on YouTube and find a quick meditation, or I could even send you one of mine that I use for my group sessions. They're about 20 minutes long, so I'd recommend you start with a short one first to build it up. And meditation is simply just about focusing on your breath and allowing everything else to go out of your mind, okay? So if a thought pops up in your mind, you can acknowledge it, but you just let it go. It's a bit like clearing your brain out and clearing your car out, you know, like an MOT, okay? So it's a bit like doing that with your brain if you can meditate, okay? So if there's a place you can go, okay? Because it says in your heart there's an eternal place beyond time filled with love, alright? Okay, so that one's about getting away from hectic stuff as well and chilling out and meditating. Let's see what else that one says for you. Let me just slide down the name a minute. There, Amy Louise. Does that make sense, Amy Louise, about meditating a bit more and getting away from the hecticness of everything? And with that card, I'm going to do an angel one for you as well. I've got the wrong pack. I'm getting in the middle now. Right, there we go. These are the angel ones. And my purple ones are my favourites. I'm only going to do quick one card ones because we'd be here for quite a long time if I did a full in-depth reading. So with that one, it says see only love, which actually goes with that card about the love. It says it's going to take you beyond a place filled with love, and the angels are saying you must see only love. So I feel there's been maybe a little bit of hatred in things lately for you, not on purpose, just a lot of the energy around you been a lot of angry people and stuff, and I think they want you to see the love and see past that, okay? So it says look past mistakes and errors and misunderstandings and try and see the love within every person. I know that's really hard to do when you're fed up with someone and someone's made you angry. But maybe just walk away, count to 10, go and find somewhere peaceful you can chill out to, okay? So yeah, just focus on the love really, and if you can do that, and I'm going to send you some healing as well. I'm going to just say that we want to send healing to Amy Louise Greenwood with this healing grid today, okay? So I hope that you're going to receive some too. Everybody that I do a message to today, I'm going to ask that you get sent some too, okay? They tend to anyway, to be honest. Whenever I've done readings, I often get told that angelic love gets sent your way, okay? Charlotte Harvey, you're next, alright? We do the oracle one first. Put them all back in the pack. Give this one a bit of a good shuffle because we've had that one out a couple of times now. Right. There we go, we want a card for Charlotte Harvey. It's okay, I'm sitting on my own gemstone crystal here and it's a bit uncomfortable. So let's put it on. It's a bit pointed. Oh, you've got Moon Goddess. It looks beautiful. See the Moon Goddess? And it is coming up to the full moon, Charlotte, okay, on Wednesday. So anything you want to release would be a good time to release any unwanted stuff you don't want, as in energies, feelings, emotions, okay? So if you just ask your angels on Wednesday if they can help you release those unwanted things you don't want, okay, that's a really good time to do it. There's going to be a bit of upheaval for you, I feel, okay, for this, but it's a blessing in disguise, okay? You might not realise it, but it will be a blessing in disguise, okay? And as the dust settles, the gift will reveal itself. I hope that makes sense to you, Charlotte. It might not make sense to you at the moment, but it will do, okay? You have nothing to worry about, okay? Once you shed those things you don't want, your life is going to change. Alright, let's see what goes with that Moon Goddess card. That's quite a powerful card, the Moon Goddess. Oh, I've gone all cold, Charlotte. The angels are with you. Trustworthy guidance, you've got to go with that, Charlotte, with the Moon Goddess, okay? Okay, so somewhere you've received some idea, and it's going to be an answer to your prayers, or you're going to receive, an answer to your prayers. Okay, so don't be worried about it. You need to move forwards with that, and the angels are going to be with you on every step of the way, okay? You're going to receive all the support you need for this, okay? I got a feeling it might be something to do with going back to college, something or learning a new skill, because there's a lady there, or an angel there with her hands on someone that's actually writing and drawing. So it's something creative, I feel, okay? Something you've always wanted to do, I think, but never had the chance to do it. That's what's coming to me. Alright, so I hope that makes sense to you, Charlotte. Oh, God, I've got an incredible surge of energy then down my arms. Woo! It's getting quite intense in here now. I don't know how many people are online at the moment, right? Charlotte. Have we done Laura? I don't think I've done Laura Murphy yet, have I, Laura? How many people have we got here? Laura Maudsley. We've done you. Thank you for your order, Laura. I must inbox you in a minute. I was going to do that afterwards, if you don't mind. I'll do that in a minute. So I know you've done it. Alright. Another sip of water. No problem at all, Charlotte. Alright, give him that. I know you're an amethyst girl. Laura Maudsley. Alright. This is the Oracle ones. Oh, passion. Ooh, we've got passion for you. See the passion lady. There she is. Okay, there's a lot of love and sexual energy and passions aroused. Vital Kundalini energy, apparently. Okay. So have you been meditating more, Laura, and getting more into your grounding and stuff? Because I feel that's what this is about. Okay, you're getting more in tune with yourself and what it is you desire and what you want. Am I correct? You're the sun, the giver of strength, basically, okay? So you're going to be given a new infusion of energy something beyond your control, basically, and you have to surrender to it, okay? So I don't know if this is going to be a new love for you or a new love of something you like. Okay, so it's a new love of something you like, and you're going to have a real passion for this, okay? I don't feel it's a person as such. I feel it's something that you're doing spiritually, and it's going to really connect that Kundalini for you. Kundalini is basically down in our deep root chakras, which connects us to, you know, our prana and our healing and our chi and everything that connects us. If you were a Reiki master or doing spiritual work, the Kundalini would be, you know, where all our energy sort of ignites from, as it were. Okay, that's our power sort of house down there, as well as our solar plexus, which is our stomach area. Okay, so that's a good card to have. You've got real strength there, or strength is coming there, Laura. And let's see what the angel cards say for you to go with that passion card. Innocence. Okay, so there's some peace needing within, Laura. Okay, so I feel maybe with this Kundalini passion releasing thing, you're going to be, you know, releasing those things you don't want as well. A feeling of heaviness, so something's going to be lightened for you by doing this. Okay, I think it's more to do with your emotions and how you deal with everything that's been going on lately. Okay, because obviously everybody's had the kids home more, things haven't been how they usually are, routine's been out of balance and things, and it's made people feel guilty, angry, or blaming themselves. That's the sense I'm getting with this card. And it's asking you to get that peace back again within your heart that you've lost for a little bit. Okay? And it's understandable, because I've had exactly the same, and I've had to pull myself out of it too. That's why I'm here today, to hopefully get you guys back up on your feet again if you're feeling a bit, or you've had some physical illness. And this is mainly due to what's been going on and the energies at the moment in the universe. Coronavirus and COVID-19, however we call it, you know, it's been tough for everyone. My grandmother passed in May, and she was 99, you know, but I always said she'd live to 100, but yeah, she passed away. So I hope that's all right for you, Laura, those cards and what I've said. I can speak to you later as well when I message you, all right? I'll put them back in the pack in a minute. So yeah, my grandmother passed away in a home, but not due to COVID. It was kind of, but it was because we couldn't go in and feed her. Oh wow, Wednesday's your birthday, the full moon. Even better. Yeah, I'm a Cancerian, so my planet's the moon. So, but everybody's controlled by the moon because we're made of water. But me more so could be in a Cancerian, which is a bit, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. So I don't know if there's any Cancerians out there that can share that with me. We're up and down like a yo-yo on emotions, so it's really important I stay grounded and focused, and don't hang around with people that are going to give me negative energies or change the way I feel. Sometimes my older son can do that to me. I don't know if anybody else has got teenage sons, but I have been told that testosterone energy can really root up the house a bit. So when all of my boys are here, I've got 3. You know, I love coming in here and just having a bit of peace. I actually did this room specially just for that reason, and I've not had it done very long, so I've not actually spent much time in here yet. So this is one of my first sessions, as you call it, with you guys in this room, live, you know, reaching out to all of you. So I've done it kind of Buddhist style. It's quite nice actually, but yeah, so let's get back to what we were doing. Is anybody else wanting I think there was somebody else that wanted a card. I haven't done Laura Murphy, I don't think, have I? No, I haven't done Laura Murphy. I'm getting confused because there's a Laura Maudsley and a Laura Murphy. Or have I? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Laura Murphy. It's because I got confused because there's a Laura Maudsley and a Laura Murphy. Very similar. Right. I do recognise your names though, so I have talked to you before in the past with Purple Hayz and stuff. I definitely recognise you. I did send the healing invite out to everybody on the Passion Club. I'm sorry it's a little bit late receiving that on there because we had some technical issues, but I did post it on my page about a week ago, and I've also inboxed some of you on Messenger about that. So I will do this again if this is effective and you guys love it and it's helped, okay? So this one's for Laura Murphy. I'm not going to look for that one. we have got a nice purple one. Oh, that's a nice one. Angel over me. So you've got an angel over you. This is the protection card. Okay? Angel wings surround you at the moment, and you have to trust in that. And they're going to replace all your fears with love. Okay? So you're eternally held safe by the angels, okay? Within their arms, okay? Maybe you've been doubting that lately, whether anybody's actually, you know, rooting for you and guiding you and protecting you. But this card is telling you, yes, there is. Okay? You're always looked after. Okay? So I'm going to pull out a real angel card now and see what goes with that. That was the oracle cards, and it's given me the angel one from there. Angel over me. So let's see what the actual angel one says to go with that. Laura Murphy. Acceptance, Laura. Okay, so there's something you have to accept. Okay, so maybe that's what the angel's wings are about around you at the moment. You need to see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love, okay? So I think you've been getting angry with some people lately and maybe shouting out a little bit, not on purpose, just because you're angry within yourself about situations. Maybe a little bit emotional. Could be hormonal as well, because I've been a bit like that. Especially near the full moon, you will tend, or you know, near that 21-day cycle, you will start to get a little bit sometimes, and it can be to do with sometimes even contraception, and that sounds a bit things we put in our body and stuff. So yeah, that one's saying, you know, try and see the love within people and accept, and the angels are looking after you at the moment with wings around you, okay? So rather than getting angry with people, what I try and do, because loads of people annoy me, to be quite honest, sometimes, so I don't live up to it. Does that make sense? I literally walk away from them, breathe in deep, release 10 seconds, or I literally have to go and have my own space, or I just send them love and light, basically. It's a real hard thing to do if you're angry with someone, but if you send somebody love and light, say to the angels, you know, remove them from my space, I don't want them in my space, send them love and light, send them away. That's a much better thing to do than say, I hate you, go away. Because as soon as you do that, that creates that negative energy in your space. Does that make sense? So it's always about positive intentions if we can. Sometimes if I do have an outburst, or you have an outburst, you know, after we feel so guilty, don't we, that we wish we hadn't have behaved in that way. Okay, so the best way to release that anger is literally meditation, okay? Or maybe even, a crystal. And I do give out free Reiki infused crystals on the website. I literally just charge for the postage and packaging, okay? And you'll find that at the bottom of the home screen. If you scroll right the way down, it will say free Reiki gemstone, okay? Now if you order something else and you click on free Reiki gemstone, I can't remember if that gets added as an extra and you don't have to pay any extra postage. Does that make sense? So you'll only be paying one lot of postage. Okay. I don't know if there's anyone else there that needs a card. I hope that makes sense to you, Laura Murphy, about the angels' wings around you and accepting things and seeing everything with unconditional love, and try to see everyone in their highest potential if you can, okay? And that includes yourself as well, because I think you've been putting yourself down a little bit as well, and it's not your fault. That's what I want to say to you, okay? Right. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I don't know what the time is actually, how long I've been on here. But I want to do an overall one for everyone that's sort of been sent this healing today. Let's see what the angels say about it, because when I done it earlier, it said the 14-day moon cycle, okay? It said the key is the 14-day moon cycle, which starts on Wednesday, the 30th. That means I'm going to come back online on here on the 14th of January. Probably about the same time, 8 o'clock, but I'll send everybody a message. And just keep an eye on the Purple Hayz readings page. There's not so many likers on that one and not so many followers, but I feel that's the page I should do these sort of things on rather than the jewellery one. So yeah, let's see what it says for everyone at this time. Everyone I've sent healing to. I'm going to pull out 3. Right, it's asking us to ground ourselves. So remember to ground yourself, everyone, on a daily basis, if you can. So when you get up in the morning, basically just sit up in your bed, put your feet flat on the floor, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and try and imagine roots growing through the ground into Mother Earth and wrapping around the core of the earth. You could even be as technical as imagine the roots going through the soil, the dirt, the crystals, the sand, the rock, right down into Mother Earth, and imagine those roots really wrapping and holding on tight around the core of Mother Earth. This will make you feel really, really grounded. Another way to be grounded is to drink the water. Make sure you eat plenty, because when you eat, you often find that you feel a bit ill when you haven't eaten for a long time. For example, you start to feel like you're coming out of your body, don't you, when you haven't eaten? You start to feel a bit sick. Well, one of those reasons is because you're not grounded properly, okay? So if you do that with the roots or eating, that is a really good way to help ground yourself. Grounding crystals you can use would be dark coloured stones such as smoky quartz. Tourmaline's a really good protective grounding stone. Hematite or hematite, however you like to pronounce that, that's the grey sort of stone. That's very good for grounding. Another one I find, because I find with the Kundalini issue here, and the power source, the solar house, very good to use red jasper, especially if you suffer with IBS, any sort of bowel problems, anything in that sort of region. I find that red jasper is not a very attractive looking stone, but it's incredibly great for giving you that sort of boost and that confidence and that stamina to get up and do something and not be scared to do it. Okay, so it's asking us to ground ourselves. They're going to help us to balance our spiritual and material life so that we can enjoy life. Okay, so it says when you detach from your body, okay, like I said, it makes you feel like you're ungrounded and coming out when you're detached from your body, and then we can't make decisions properly. So the more we're grounded, the more we can make decisions properly. So that's connecting to down below. Connecting to up above would be things like clear quartz, imagining the angel light coming through our crown chakras and filling our whole body with light, okay? Or surrounding yourself in a bubble of light. That's quite often what I do. So when you wake up in the morning, you could do that. I mean, don't close off your chakras completely, but just imagine that you're being protected in a bubble of light. You're grounded to Mother Earth, okay, and that way this healing is going to help you even more. I don't know if someone's getting married or something, but I've got a wedding card come up, which is a bit random. I don't think it's me. I don't think, although I am engaged, but I don't think it's me. So if anybody's about to get married or something, will you pop that up on the screen, because I don't know why I've been given that, although it says, the union of two souls joined in love. So it could be just us guys joining in unity, okay? It doesn't always mean what it actually says on the card, so you should always go with your intuition, okay? It says continually breathe life into faith and love, okay? So I think that's a message for all of us. And the very last one I've got is time to go, funnily enough. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, I will be going in a minute, but time to go as in the angels are coming for you. They're literally time to go to do their healing, okay? So see the beauty within every sunset, within every life, and know the sun will rise again tomorrow. And remember, endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. That's so lovely. That couldn't be more appropriate, that card. Thank you, angels. Bizarre. Right, so I hope you all enjoyed the session. I hope you all enjoyed looking at the crystal grid. I've never done this before, first time ever. Hi John, I did send healing to you as well as the lady that you asked me to. Okay, so I'm just going to end this session with the Reiki symbols again. Alright. Alright, we ask the Reiki guides and angels, archangels, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, Shamil. We ask that they all come and give us healing for the highest good. Okay? So it'd be really lovely to hear from you guys over the next couple of days. If you have anything happen to you, or anything you want to ask any questions, or you're not quite sure, or you don't feel very well, or anything at all, just message me either through my website www.purplehayz.co.uk. You'll find a little button at the bottom that says message me. It's probably the quickest way to get me, because I've got so many ports I lose messages. That's the problem. So I'm trying to get people to go to just one place. So if you could get me on Google on the website, that would be a lot easier, because then I get my direct email messages from there. Also, you can also download it and has it as a home screen app if you want. If you go to the website, at the bottom it says add to home screen, and you can actually add a little Purple Hayz app to your phone, which is quite clever, which I didn't realise I could do, which is quite fab, but I don't actually use it. But it might be handy for you guys so you don't miss out on things. But I can't really post messages on there, obviously, that's just for sales, but there is a message button on there and I will respond to you quicker on that option. I've also got the readings page, spiritual page, and I've still got the jewellery page. You can find me on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, but I don't go on that one quite so much. And I think that's about it really. And I've just opened a new shop called Made Me, which is like a UK sort of shop equivalent to Etsy. But yeah, I seem to be getting more into the healing stuff at the moment rather than making the jewellery. But I am hoping to get a little bit creative again and make some more things soon. So yeah, the focus the last sort of 6 months has really been getting myself in the right place again to be able to heal you guys or anybody that needs it. And as much as I try to move away from this kind of work, because I did at one point think maybe I'm not meant to do this anymore, you know, when COVID came in and stuff and groups had to stop. But no, I'm fighting here again, and I feel it was just because my gran passed away and I needed that time and that break. But you know, all my cards keep telling me this is my passion, this is my purpose, this is my place I'm supposed to be. So I'm afraid you're stuck with me, guys. But I'm just the transporter of this energy. I'm not any sort of, you know, witch, god or angel or anything. I'm an angel, an earth angel, but I'm not the higher guidance. It comes through me to you, okay, and through the crystals, and with intention. So love and light to all of you, okay. And I get my little light with it. Love and light from Purple Hayz. See, I had this light made for me. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all get the healing that you want to receive, okay. So remember to be open to that intentions of receiving it, and especially on Wednesday, we want to be shedding the stuff we don't want, okay? So try and think about that as well over the next 14 days, what you want to get rid of. Weirdly, the music's just stopped on its own. Now it's started again. Right, I think it's time to go now. Okay? So love and light to you all. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.